your item. County credit card.
Yes, sir. We would like to reach out to some banks and see what kind of package we can have put together to get a county credit card. I was very surprised when I started here that we didn't have one. I've not worked anywhere in local government that doesn't have a credit card that's for use by either the county manager or someone in the finance department. We have had to find some very unique workarounds to buy materials at times, to book conferences for the elected officials. Everything is based on you having a credit card. Not everybody will take a PO. And it just seems like in these times, it's time for us to, I guess, come into the current century and be able to use a credit card when it's appropriate, when there's not a way to use a purchase order or some other means to obtain credit and take care of the business that we need to do. And so what we would like to do is we've started discussions with 4 different banks to see what they would recommend, but what we would want is a credit card for the finance department with the appropriate internal controls, of course, where management is reviewing the monthly statements and all the charges are reconciled to receipts and so on and so forth, so that we can do our business in an efficient manner. And what we would do is get the proposals and then bring those back to you folks. So all we're looking for this evening is an okay to move forward with it. And then we bring it back for further discussion once we have something from all the banks that you can look at that's more specific. That would have the interest rates they would charge, the credit limits they would recommend, that type of information.
Okay, I've heard what you've got to say. Any recommendations?
Well, I don't have a problem in getting a proposal from the bank, and then bring it back before us.
I think you guys need to look at some proposals, so
Right.
if you'll bring back your proposed controls, and that
Right.
can be handled when that comes.
Yeah.
I don't know, we shouldn't have that before, but I guess it would hurt to have to get all the information and look at it at one time.
Yeah, well, yeah, depending on their package, we might need different internal controls depending on what they would recommend. Do they think 1 card? Should it be 2 cards? I don't think we need more than 2 cards in any case, but in the city of Alpharetta, they had, I think, 5 cards that were checked out to employees, but they had a large staff that did a lot of training, travel for training and that type of thing. That's not our situation. But we do have folks that go off for training, and what we've been doing is cutting them, travel checks, and then they bring back their receipts and we reconcile everything. And that might be what we would still do, and not necessarily use a credit card for that, but it would be something with a very low credit limit anyway. But if you've got folks that are traveling, that might be an appropriate use for it, or a card that just stays in finance, something like
Somebody want to
that.
make that motion?
Chairman, I don't think we need a motion. I think that we need to just direct her to go ahead and just get some proposals, bring it back to the
To do that, okay? So we'll try and do that for the June meeting.
All right. Should I